Spacewalk Live. Thanks to Diesel for letting me know that this was live and they're about to do the live spacewalk. So I want to watch this for a change. Now, last night, YouTube was seriously glitchy. It failed like 3-4 times. Hopefully that won't happen this morning. So far, so good. And I gotta grab my coffee. Should be ready. So a live spacewalk. Something different, something positive. Tired of all the negative spin and the clickbaiting out there. Alexa, stop. Retrieve spared scan. Extra information. Install spare. Retrieve failed. Stow failed. Okay. So thanks again to Diesel for providing these links this morning. And we get to see something positive. Something that is awesome. Oh, good, look who's in the chat. Diesel. Thank you for sending that. Let me just finish doing what I'm doing. Oh, there we are. I have it muted for now. Once it starts, I'll put the audio on. Okay, I'm all set up. Yeah, dude, thank you for sending that. Because this is cool, you know, it's something I rarely watch, to be honest. And like I said, it's something more positive. And even despite what goes on Earth, up there you have an international representation with the astronauts up there. You know what I mean? It's funny. Up there, I can only imagine what it's like compared to what the fuck is going on down here. I hate to use the language, but... And to live in those close quarters for months upon months with Russians, Canadians, Americans, Euro. You know what I mean? It's like, this is a great thing to see. When people come together and how productive society and humanity can be when we focus on things together, like science, space exploration, etc. It's amazing. It's to just go eggs. I was just gonna say that. This removes the political landscape. I hate to use that term right now. This is void of political. This is no political space spacescape. You know, I think I need to write a song like that. Lyrics. Spacescape. And it's funny because I can twist Spacescape into an escape from Earth to get away from, I'm definitely doing a song Spacescape. Or Space Escape. But I think Spacescape. Because I'll put landscape and people will figure out in the lyrics where I'm saying Spacescape. I think I'm going to write that today. Let me go grab my coffee. But again, thanks Diesel for emailing me that. It's a beautiful day here. It was only 58 degrees when I took the dog outside. 58. Unbelievable. Is this fitting on the screen properly? It is. Let me just check transformation. Fit to screen. Yeah, that's exactly it. I see these blue line on the side. That's not me. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do a song about it. Spacescape. I have a meeting at 12, but that's not for a while. Then I'm planning to maybe do outdoor stuff because I'm cleaning up the property, getting ready for fall. So I gotta prepare. So I'm trimming down where the wood goes over there, the overhanging shit from the other side, sumac. I ain't cutting that. That's not my problem. And my tree, short tree, and I'm cutting them away from the solar lamps because it's blocking the sunlight. They're not getting lit. I have three of them. Three. And one is obstructed, one was visible, the other one wasn't working. So I'm going to try to fix that one today. So I'm starting to trim a lot. And then when the leaves fall, that's when I'll really attack branches because it's easier then. Does that make sense? Good morning, Kathy. Oh my God, my dear friend from high school, Kitty, from Ireland. Oh my God, I know who you are. How could I forget you? My God, are you kidding me? The times we had in Lehman, the music room, Miss Ingerman, and side things. Oh my God. I'll never forget when we took the ride to Classen Point and we went to hang out over there with everybody. I was like, they had a makeshift cannon. They had a makeshift cannon in the neighborhood. She knows what I'm talking about. We went all over there to hang out. Wow. I gotta put a love to that. There we go. I need my coffee. In Ireland, what time is it in Ireland? It's gotta be 5 hours ahead. So 8:30, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. 1:30-ish in Ireland in the afternoon. What's up, Ghost? I need my coffee. It's only 8:30 something here. I can't see my 8:31. We're watching the live spacewalk. Ghost. Something different this morning. Something different. Something positive. For a change. Instead of talking negative, 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 negative. I'm so tired of negative. Really. These are the things that bring people together, not divide people. You know what I'm saying? Not to get too philosophical early in the morning, but I'm so tired of the negative. It's like in the movie with Donald Sutherland. What was that movie? That was a great movie. Kelly's Heroes? With the negative waves? I love that. I love that movie. Kelly's Heroes. That was a great... Clint Eastwood, Don Rickles, Telly Savalas. That was a great freaking movie. In my opinion. No more stay with the negative waves. Just saying. I need my coffee. I need my coffee. Oh shit, Mom left. You left? What happened? You abandoned me. Huh? Huh? What happened? You were laying on the couch and then you disappeared. I fed the cat. Took him out. Now he's so slick. He goes with my mother. Tycho goes with my mother when I take him outside. Then he runs under his favorite spot, the bed. But when he wants something, he sure comes to me. Otherwise, he's with mom. What's going on in here now? Oh my gosh, she's in chat. Oh wait, that's another Catherine. Oh, it is Catherine. Kitty, what's happening? God bless you and your family. That is my old high school buddy. She lives in Ireland. She's been there for many years. Got married, started a family. Good for her. We had a lot. She can tell you how we dominated and ruled the music room, where we had the key, the master key to all the rooms. And boy, oh boy, she can tell you how freaking crazy our high school days were and how we had absolute fucking control. Not only that, we also helped the music teacher choose the music that the orchestra and jazz band were going to play. She would ask us for the input. I call her Kitty. I'm going to continue to call her Kitty. Kitty and I were one of the major contributors to the music area as far as our influence with the music teacher. That's a fact. Fact. And like I said, there's a lot of things I can't say because the things we did in high school. And because it was just crazy. It was just crazy partying. Oh my God. But we had great times. It was like a movie. It was like Breakfast Club on steroids. Because in the music area, that was the 80s. Just like the Breakfast Club represents the... Well, we didn't have... We had the metalheads, for sure. But we also had people that dressed like the people in the movie Breakfast Club. Remember Kitty? Remember Marianne? How she used to wear her fedora caps in pink, and she would wear a pink blazer. It looked like something out of the Breakfast Club, I swear. It was like, when I see Breakfast Club, I see us. As crazy as that sounds. Now, I'm sure, Kitty, you are aware, it's been a year, I think, already. We lost Mochi. Oh my God, that was devastating. Just like that. And lost Pete a few years ago. Remember my friend Pete? You remember Pete. He was always in the freaking music room. Yeah, she's still friends online. I need to get in... Send me her contact on Facebook. I need to just say hello to her. My God. And she was always with that tall girl. I can't remember her name. That was her friend. They were always together. They were like two. You couldn't split those two up. We had a lot of fun. I was just telling the story. I know, right? I can't believe it either. What's up, Bong? And who else is coming in here? Gitmo, Genghis. I was telling them the story when we went to Class in Point in the van. And we took that trip for the first time. And I was like, holy shit. Yes, Dale. Yes. I remember, now that I see their faces when you say it. And Melissa. I remember Melissa. I remember Dale. Dale was... But, and you guys had that makeshift cannon. Oh my God, that shit was wild over there in Class in Point. We had a lot of good times. And you're directly connected with Mike Sieber. Right? With Danny. His sister. What a crazy world. Crazy. How long... Kitty, how long have you been in Ireland now? I mean, my God, it's decades, right? Like I said, Catherine in chat is an old high school dear friend. dear friend. We were close. We were close in high school. Forget it. I mean, like, besties. For a few years, we were besties in high school. Wow, 26 years. I knew it was decades. That's awesome. Do you ever travel back to the States or no? If you do, to New York, you got to let me know. You've got to let me know. I'll come down to the city to see you. I don't know what's going on at Class and Point anymore. I don't know if the neighborhood's changed because everything else has changed. So I wouldn't be surprised. Even our high school has changed. And when we left school, then they put in metal detectors and they fucking gated the entire school. It looks like a freaking war zone now. We were lucky. Oh, another true story that she'll tell you, because we had access to all the rooms near the music room, they used to, cool, let me know. Please let me know. The guards tried to catch us. Like, they tried to catch us. Like roaming the hallways when class was in session. They could never catch us because we had the key to every fucking room in the music room area, including the auditorium and the dressing rooms. So they put gates in the school where you get out in the back of the terrace to get out of the school area. They put a fucking gate there to try to stop us because they thought we were running out of the doors. You know what else they did? And it was against the law, and they had to remove them. They put chains on the doors going outside so you couldn't get out. That's a fire hazard. That's an emergency hazard. They had to remove those. Remember, Kitty? You remember all this. They actually put a fucking locked gate at the exit of the terrace to try to stop us. They even went on the PA system. We're going to find you. We're going to catch you. Never happened. It was like something out of a movie. It was really something out of a movie. And she knows. You remember the trumpet mouthpiece and the tuba mouthpiece? I used to play the trumpet in the room, and we used the trumpet mouthpiece for shotgunning. It's a long story. So I would be playing the trumpet, and you could smell it in the room, and the teacher would be like, "Where's that smell coming from?" Oh my God. We had times. You know, Kitty, I don't know if you know this. Do you remember Dom? I don't know if you do. His name was Dominic. He played trumpet next to me. He was a really quiet guy. Real quiet. He used to live across the street from me. He's one of the officers that died in the Trade Center. I don't know if you remember Dom. And I don't know if you know what I'm telling you. They used to call him Mimo. He used to sit. There was Mark. There was the Spanish dude. There was me. And at one point, this guy played. His name was Dom. Dominic. Italian guy. Very quiet. He was one of the people that lost his life saving other people in the towers in 9/11. On 9/11. Isn't that crazy? Small. It's incredible. But you know him if you saw him. You may not remember him. I always talk about him when 9/11 comes around. Pretty much every truck in my high school had a gun rack with a shotgun. You remember him? Oh, you do remember him. Every 9/11, I found out where he is, what section. I'm going down there and paying my respects to where his name is. I'm definitely doing that. Definitely. Obviously, I don't live in the city anymore, Kitty. I've been living here for 20-something years now. I'm about 100 miles north of New York City. It's beautiful here. Mom is still mom. You remember mom. Mom is still mom. The same mom that you remember is the same mom right now. Thank God. And people don't understand that relationship sometimes. They think, because she's like my friend. She's just not like my mother. And the way we talk to each other. You know how it was with mom. My friends used to all hang in the house. My mother used to have everybody over because she said that it was safe that we were all there instead of anywhere else. Yep. You remember. What times we had, man. What fucking times. We had great times. We should get together. Like I said, if you come to the city, I gotta get Mike. Let's get Marianne. We should have a little reunion. We should have a little freaking reunion. Like a high school little mini reunion. Just us, the close-knit. Tommy, the crazy Tommy, they used to fight with Mochi all the time. You remember him. I'm not gonna say his last name. He lives way out in Pennsylvania now, so I don't know if that's even possible. Because he was a nut job. It would be really cool if we can get a few of us to meet and have dinner in the city and maybe go by the Pelham Bay Park and just sit on the benches and just hang out and talk and enjoy the moment. The nostalgic moment, you know? By the way, there is a live spacewalk about to happen here. This is live, so everybody knows that's what I'm covering. But yeah, like today, I'm working on the outside now because fall is coming. Sucks already. So I'm cleaning up like over here. I just fixed one of these glass just this morning. I fixed one. I'm cutting back this area here. This is where all my firewood gets stacked, and it's happening in 2 weeks. So I'm clearing that area out nice. I'm gonna disconnect the dog's runner line because the truck, he dumps all the wood there. Then I gotta stack it. I'm also cutting back a lot of these tree branches here. I mowed the lawn yesterday. So I'm getting a lot done outside now. I'm gonna definitely check the mortar here. Make sure everything's sealed before winter. I've got things to do. I've got to get ready for. Unfortunately, it's gonna be cool soon. So I've got to get ready for winter sucks. It doesn't really. It's not that bad anymore. Can't say that. Uh-oh, is the back camera dead? Oh, I have it down. Forget it. Actually, hold on. I gotta fix that. Let me go to the back. Wow, it's a cool breeze. Woo! It is chilly out there. Okay. Little chilly out there. It's going up to 78. 78 degrees today, the high. It was 57 this morning when I walked the dog. I don't know. I don't know if you've ever seen this kitty. That's why I'm showing you. This is the backyard. The woods is on the left. It's very private. So it's nice. It's peaceful here. It's not like New York City. And if anybody knows that situation, it's you. How it was. But it was so different when we were growing up to what it is now. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's night and day to what we experienced. It's a cool 80 with an 91 humidity here this morning with another heat advisory. You guys that's sick. What he's talking, a new round of protesters. What? I gotta look. I didn't see his post from this morning. Okay, he's talking about Canada. I'm not seeing anything about that. I'm not seeing anything on Truth Social about anything with protesters. I see something on Canada and Iran, Lake Ontario to Lake America, political stuff. I'm not seeing anything. Okay, violent crimes keeps falling. Is that? No. I don't know. I don't see it. Oh, with Iran with the protesters. I don't know which because he's saying Iran is not paying large segments of their military, that's current, while at the same time killing protesters even when they are not protesting. Well, obviously they're executing people. There are people that are, I mean, if you watch Tusi and you see the gas situation, the crisis, no one can get gas in Iran. That's what it seems like. Can't get gas. And the people are fed up. And they're trying to suppress it. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they're killing people again. It is a humanitarian crisis of epic proportions and must be stopped now. Well, now does that sound like more like regime change again? Because that's what it sounds like to me a little bit, no? That's what it sounds like to me. Like they want the regime to fall. And that is so cool to see the spacewalk though, no? That is amazing. And just think, the ISS won't be around much longer. That's sad, too. How long has it been up there? My God, when did the ISS complete fully operational? Alexa, when did the ISS become fully operational?
The International Space Station was considered fully operational.
No, I just muted it.
When it could support a 6-person crew.
Can you repeat that?
The International Space Station became fully operational in May 2009 when it could support a 6-person crew.
Wow. It's almost 20 years in space. Amazing. Oh, it's still going to try to keep it up there? Because it's slowly deorbiting. It kind of sounds like it's still going on from how it reads. Keep hoping they will extend its life to keep it up there at least until the patient. The thing is the orbit. Now, I don't know what they can do to try to push it back out a little bit. If there's a way they can do that. But it would be great if they keep it up there, for sure. There's got to be a way. I'm going to look it up. There's got to be a way. Congress wants International Space Station to keep flying until 2032. It's officially scheduled to retire in 2030. Thus avoiding ceding leadership to China before commercial stations are ready. They they want to keep staying ahead of China. Indeed, it instructs NASA not to begin phasing out ISS until a successor is operational. When one or more commercial space stations is capable of providing services to NASA, the administrator shall begin the process of an orderly managed transition of operations from ISS to commercial providers in such a way to maintain a continuous human presence. That's a bill. The bill also directs NASA to start building a crewed base on the moon, which is already part of the Artemis program. So there's a bill associated to this, but the president wants to cut NASA funding. It rejects President Trump's plans 24% cut to NASA funding, allocating $24.7 billion to NASA for fiscal year 2026 and 25. Trump's budget requested allocated $18 billion to NASA for the current year. Well, the same way you can get all these donors to put money for other projects, put the donors to do stuff for other agency areas, no? I mean, look what SpaceX does. NASA's a glutton. You got to go with the private, commercial. It's just cheaper. We'll see what happens. I mean, it's only going to extend it for 2 years. You would turn it into a bed and breakfast. You know, that's... Could you imagine? That would be a big tourist attraction, I'll tell you that right now. That would be major. You know how many people would want to spend some time up there? And pay for it? To me, that's a great crowdsourcer. You want to raise money? There you go. They should actually be doing that shit now. I know people might get pissed. Having a civilian pay willing to travel to the ISS while it's still operational. We're giving you, the ISS has 5 years left. Whatever, 5 years. You have a limited time to put in a bid to travel to the ISS, and all proceeds go to whatever. Just saying. Now, I don't know what the full capacity of a crew on it is. Alexa, what's the maximum number that can be on board the ISS?
The ISS is built for a crew of 7, but it once carried up to 13 astronauts when a space shuttle docked with the resident crew. Want to know how many astronauts are living there right now?
Yes.
There are 10 astronauts aboard the International Space
10.
Station right now.
10.
A mix of NASA, Roscosmos, and ESA crew members. Want to learn about the different
Alexa,
space
stop.
stations?
There are 10 on there, it claims right now. 10. Wow. It's pretty full up there. Free Tang with every ticket. Yeah, right. Just slap on a hotel module. Well, SpaceX could definitely do it. Wow, that's great views. I bet you there's a lot of people think this is fake, right? I wouldn't doubt it. This is all fake. Wow. That is wicked. Come on, hook it, hook it. It's a, when you look at it and look at all that equipment coming together, it's just phenomenal. It's incredible innovation when you look at it. How all of that comes together to function. It's amazing. Back in the shuttle days, there were people that wanted to convert the large shuttle fuel tanks into space hotels. Art Bell and David Adair discussed it multiple times. I think that's what Bezos eventually might try to do. No, actually, who was it? Virgin that had those flights? I can't remember. It's Richard. I can't think of his name. Branson? But Virgin was trying to do those trips. Something like that. That is going to become a thing in the future. There's no doubt about it. There's too much money involved with that not to. There's going to be a point where they're going to have something where they can travel up to, spend a few days up in space like a hotel, and then come back down. There's going to be something like that in the future. There's just no doubt about it. It's too much money to be made. Shit, I wouldn't doubt there's going to be a hotel on the moon at some point where people could actually travel and spend time on the moon. That's going to happen. There's no doubt about it. At some point, that's going to happen. What's up, Mad Million? So, I don't know if I'll be around to see it. Most likely not, but I wouldn't doubt it's going to happen. Like I said, I wonder who would be the one. Elon? Like, who's going to lead the charge on that? China? I mean, someone's going to lead the charge on that. Why is this all of a sudden coming out? 2 hours ago. The Atlantic. Is the mouse dead? The office of Iran's supreme leader has fallen quiet, fueling uncertainty in the country with decisions to make. More of that talk. But that's an article in the Atlantic. Wait a minute. So how's this going to be effective? The U.S. Treasury Department announced it has not implemented any new sanctions against Iran yet, saying that today served as a final warning. When asked why secondary sanctions haven't been imposed on countries like China, he answered, "We don't want to mess up the world economy." How's it going to work? What's going on with this now? Only the rich, of course. Newt Gingrich years ago wanted to make the moon the 51st state back when he was going to run for president. I remember when Gingrich was going to run. Will be like Total Recall, able to take trips to Mars and other planets. We're looking at a live spacewalk, KJ. While the early years might be more like Lost in Space. What is it, Ma?
What happened?
I'm asking you what's going on. I'm live. No. Yeah, that's the thing, Diesel. With everything going on right now and the infighting in Iran, where is the Supreme Mouse? I mean, where is the leadership in Iran? That's what a lot of people are noticing right now.
That's true.
The thing is, wouldn't you think that you would see a video or some statement? Excuse me, Mom. You would see a video or some other visual confirmation of him making a statement? Probably be AI. But at a time like this is when you need your leadership to step forward and make statements. Quiet. Nothing. And like you said, it makes me like they won't say that he's dead. But something's got to give sooner or later with that. They're just going to say he suffered a heart attack and he's dead or something. That he suffered a massive health failure, and then he's going to end up being pronounced dead. And I won't be surprised if that happens very soon. Like within the next month, to be honest. There's got to be a public statement that they're going to have to make and recognize that he's dead. I truly believe he's dead. That's just me, though. Because this is just been months and months and months. Even his father, who is in hiding, would come out of the hole, but also did video statements and stuff with the curtain behind him and all that shit. Nothing. Zero. Exactly. Even Bin Laden made videos from the caves with his dialysis machine. Yes, exactly, Diesel. That's what I was just said. With the dialysis, yes. Could you imagine doing that yourself? I would freaking love to. Yes. That sets it up with the recent stories about him being arrested at the hospital. They're showing that he has a serious health issue. That's to set it up. That is exactly it. To set it up when they announce that he's been suffering from health issues and he succumbed to those health issues. Something like that. It's coming. Maybe they don't want to do it because there's so much infighting going on in Iran that would cause even more chaos to publicly announce it. Because now they got to scramble to replace him in the middle of everything else that's going on. And with that infighting, it's going to be like, who does the Assembly of Experts choose as the next supreme leader? And who is that person right now with all that infighting that you choose to take that role? You know what I mean? Yes, it breeds all the yes. But think about it. Is this the time right now with the discourse going on in Iran and within the regime to say he's dead? Now we're going to pick a new supreme leader in the middle of everything that's going on. Just to determine who that person is with the infighting going on, they're not going to agree to who the next one's going to be. With all that infighting, there's going to be infighting about the choice. So maybe that has a lot to do with it. I think that makes sense. God only knows. I think time will tell. And I'm going to tell you, I was doing some research. And Tusi mentioned it yesterday with the gas. A few years ago, and I could look it up, gas had went up by, I think it was threefold. And the people were out protesting all over the country. It is crazy. It's like 20-something times higher, some number. Way higher than what happened years ago when people came out in mass protests about the gas prices. So they are really, really under tremendous pressure from the economic point of view. The only thing is, I don't think a lot of countries are going to play along with the United States. Then what is he going to do? Tariff them? Threaten them? China's not going to play along. China's one of the biggest providers of Iran. China already rejected it. He's going to meet with Xi in a few weeks. I wonder how that's going to go. I don't know. It's going to be interesting how this develops. Okay, so in November 2009, mass protests erupted in Iran after the government raised gas prices by 50%, leading to clashes with police and resulting in at least one death. The protesters highlighted widespread anger over economic hardships and the government policies and ongoing U.S. sanctions. That was in 2019. Think about what's going on right now. If they went out in mass protest back then in 2019, you can imagine what they're going through right now. And there's an article on it. Now this was written a year ago, but it talks about what happened in 2019. And if it happened like this, now the production costs for fuel in Iran are 20 times higher than the price set by the state. Gasoline smuggling to neighboring Afghanistan and Pakistan remains a thriving business due to massive differences in the prices. So the people are really, and this is a year-old article, you can only imagine what they're going through right now. You can only imagine. I don't even know if it's imaginable. If they were willing to go out in mass protests and clash with police and everything back then, you could only imagine what could be going on right now in the country that we just don't see. Like Tusi showed yesterday, there is no gas, like in so many places. They can't get gas. No gas available. What do you do? Really? So we have to see how this plays out. I don't see them functioning much longer without the people taking to the streets again. And that's what the president might be alluding to. I don't know. What the hell is going on? Well, this is what they're saying. The Wall Street Journal. U.S. President Trump was warned by then Director of National Intelligence, Gabbard, that the assassination of the Iranian supreme leader would allow for a more hardline faction that is more open to seeking nuclear weapons to take control. She also warned that Iran would race to close the Strait of Hormuz and would conduct strikes against neighboring countries, but Trump still ordered the attack. Former U.S. national security officials assess that there is no easy way for Trump to get the deal he wants out of the Iranians, where he would restrict Iran's nuclear program permanently or go down as a historic wartime president. That's what Wall Street Journal's reporting. I don't know. I'm just reading that now. It just came out. Wow, could you imagine her going to a hearing and going on the record stating that? Wow. That's the thing, the IRGC won't suffer, it will be the people that suffer, of course. Of course. Before it finally starts to impact the IRGC. That is the sad thing. That is the horrible thing. And there's got to be food rationing, water rationing, electrical rationing, everything. The infrastructure is collapsing. The people's infrastructure is collapsed. Let's just forget about collapsing. It's pretty much collapsed for the people of Iran. And it's definitely got to be having an effect on the IRGC and the regime itself too. But I read something that China is using other means, and it has nothing to do with the financial institutions that we think that are going to affect Iran. There's a lot of shady shit going on to provide the resources needed to the IRGC from China. I was reading about that. People think, oh, we're going to shut down, sanction them, to freeze the banking. Not so fast. There's other ways to do things in a shady way for the transfer of funds and everything else. It's fucking crazy. I was reading about it. So people right away are like, yes, this is gonna work. Don't. Not so fast. Not so fast. What? No, I'm talking. I'm talking to people that I'm live right now. Jesus Christ. Mom, yes, I'm live. Yes, live. Live. I don't know what she's doing here while I'm live. I wish I was like Steve and Tusi where I didn't have people in the background while I'm live streaming.
I don't know
What's going on?
Well, I don't know.
Nothing. Nothing's going on. You heard me raise my voice because nothing's going on. Oh, they want me to pay. I'm not paying. It's too bad. It's coming from China. China has condemned the fresh U.S. economic D-Day sanctions imposed on Chinese entities over their ties to Iran, pledging all necessary measures to protect its interests. But I can't read the rest of it because
Be careful with that guy from China. He's very dangerous.
I know, right? Isn't that crazy what's going on?
Dangerous. I'm telling you.
Mom, please, I'm live.
I've been watching him since
I know, but I'm live.
Excuse
Please.
me.
Oh, she says excuse me. I'm telling her to excuse you.
Years ago, I was watching him. Years ago, because he wanted to cool his uncle, father, whatever. He was mean like hell. And he had equipment too.
All right.
There's nothing wrong.
I'm live right now.
There's nothing wrong.
Oh my God, she's still. I'm trying to find the article I was reading. How they can avoid the sanctions. through other channels. And I don't want to take the screen off, but this is from today. China rejects illegal sanctions after U.S. threatens Iran's economic partners. So China's taking a stance on this. China will take all necessary measures to firmly safeguard its own rights and interests. Cooperation between China and Iran has always been conducted with the framework of international law, should not be interfered with or disrupted. So, China buys more than 80% of Iran's oil exports. Iran also is trading relationships with Russia, Turkey. Turkey, man, it just makes me sick. And Besson was asked about China. No one is above the reach. So what are you going to do? Increase their tariffs? What are you going to do?
He wanted to kill his uncle so he could take his place.
So China's already saying, hell no. We'll see how that goes. If this is going to work, you need China to be a part of it. Because they're a major player in providing support, financial support and everything else to Iran. If China's not going to play ball, who else is not going to play ball with this? And what would be the retaliation on the United States against those countries in a situation like that? Sanctions on them? Tariffs? Like, what's your plan? How are you going to make them pay? Literally, figuratively, if they don't cooperate? I don't know. Could you imagine? Well, we're going to issue a naval blockade and your ships are going to be included now too. To block China's oil flowing to their country from the Strait, from Persian Gulf. I don't see that happening. I do not see that happening. Unless there's some sly deal behind the scenes. I keep saying that. China, if you do this, look, at some point, we'll look the other way for Taiwan. I don't know. I don't know. I hope that's not the case. That is such a beautiful, that is amazing.
Billy, I'm gonna go.
Oh, all right.
Can you let me tell you one thing about that guy?
What guy?
The Chinese
That's
guy?
not the guy you think. It's not China. You're thinking of North Korea. You're not thinking of China. I know where you're going to go. You're confused. That's a North Korean guy. Yeah, it's another one.
Yeah, he was getting prepared too.
I knew who you were going to refer to. What is she doing?
I'm doing nothing. Billy.
Don't touch that machine.
It went by itself.
I don't know
I
how.
went like this, it started.
Okay. That's so cool with the earth in the background, in the foreground like that. That is awesome. That has got to be unbelievable to be out there with that freaking view. Oh my God, could you imagine being on the end of that? She's talking about North Korea leader Kim Jong-un. She gets it confused all the time. It's not G.
Well, I saw him.
All right, okay.
And he's very mean, and he wanted to kill one of the girls so he could.
That is an amazing. Could you imagine being on the end of that robotic arm and having that view of the Earth? Oh my God.
He had planes and
That's got to be outrageous. That's amazing. Would any of you do that? I bet you everybody would say, yeah, that's no problem. It is an amazing view. Amazing view. Oh shit, I gotta check if my stuff is in the post office. Wow. That is awesome. I need to see more U.S. flags around though. It almost looks like that. Oh, there, I was going to say, now the arm, he moved his arm. I was going to say, it's not moving. That's wicked. What's up, Billy Bob? Exactly, the gravity. Yes. In space, it's only relative. Yes. What do you mean, how are they live streaming this? By live streaming it with the cameras. Communication satellites? I don't understand the question, Ghost. What I want to see is when they, if, I'm sure they will, SpaceX doesn't play, to see live streaming when Artemis 3 lands on the lunar surface and we see live streaming from the moon. That I want to see. That I want to see. So I'm sure they're going to probably put communication satellites, a relay around the moon to keep the signal going. There's going to have to be a way that they can establish this. Because if they're on the side, not necessarily, because if they have a clear view of the Earth, the signal is solid. If you remember when Artemis 2 went around the moon, they lost the signal on the dark side or the far side. That's when they lost the signal. But if they're on the facing part of the moon to the Earth, they'll have that constant signal for a feed. So that should not be a problem. That's going to be outrageous. Oh my gosh, that's going to be unbelievable. It's still scheduled for next year, but I don't know if they're going to keep that schedule for 2027 for Artemis 3. I don't know. Those are awesome images. Awesome. Amazing. It's too bad that this can't be salvaged. Yes, line of sight, exactly, Bon. Wrong. How could you with the radiation belt? Well, obviously, they've learned how to shield. Tycho, stop it. Don't go near the door. I don't even know if it's open. You can do the research on that. They learned a lot from the Apollo missions. Tycho, go. He makes me nervous. Go that way. Stay away from the door. Let me make sure. Okay, you can go there. The door's locked. India went to the moon a few years ago and didn't take any photos. That's their loss. The Chinese did last year or the year before, to an extent, plus ground stations. That's true too, Diesel. You asked the question, so they're testing a new one. Lockheed Martin. This is just one example. ISS is testing advances to a vest to shield astronauts from space radiation. And there you go. But that's for deeper space travel too. So it's not like they don't address this. These are for deep space. Because that's where you really, the Van Allen belt, that's where you really got to worry, is when you're doing these longer trips. Beyond Earth's magnetic field is exposure to galactic cosmic rays and solar energy particles. So you have to do the research on that, Ghost. But there's plenty of places you can do the research on that. I'm just showing you one example. Anil Manan helmet camera. Sophie Aronat helmet camera. Okay, so that makes it more. What was that? Someone's coming in, someone's going out. I don't even know what's going on in this house. That's just an awesome view. I mean, any way you look at it. And to think that it's been up in space for almost 20 years, fully operational, that's unbelievable. In 2009, it was fully operational. Oh, fuck no, it wasn't. Oh shit, it's on my neighbor's property. Where is it? I gotta go check something. They said they delivered my lights yesterday. I didn't see shit. Call Amazon. One came, the other one's missing. So now I gotta call Amazon. One came, one is missing. Tycho, please. Fuck. It's always something. Always. It's running late. Here we go. They sent it to the freaking post office. That's good. It's not lost. USPS. I can't stand the post office. I cannot stand the post office. They suck with packages. They really suck. I can't say it any other way. At least I got this. I really don't need the lights right now. The model's done. This I need. This is what makes the models light up. I want to put the Star Destroyer by itself. Plus I'll have the capability of adding 5 more models, which I won't because there's no more room up there. I don't know if Genghis, are you still here? I chose my next 3 models. Oh shit, I gotta find the wire now. Yep, I gotta get wire. And a small mini. I'm not gonna do this right now because I gotta get the wire. Oh, I got it. Perfect. We need some wire. Garbage. Alexa, turn on the living room light.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, this box is heavy. Oh. Christ. I think there's one missing. Oh shit, I need a scissor. After all that. I think I have a scissor over there. Okay. Okay, I did put the scissor away. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm gonna go back in the box. I hope it's in this one. Of course it's not. It's in the other fucking box. It is. Of course. Too much shit. That's the problem. Oh. That's in, and that is negative. so this screw. Yes. Yeah, why? I'll check it out later. I'm a little busy right now. Why? What happened? I can't hear you.
Oh my God, please. So just
I'm live right now. This is the problem. What is it?
okay, so I leave it there. Whoever steps on it, whatever
But what is it?
nails on a piece of wood.
Okay. So move the piece of wood.
Excuse me?
Where is the piece of wood?
The nail is inside the piece of wood,
But where is the piece of wood?
right here.
All right. So, oh, that's a molding. Leave it outside so I can throw it out. It's an old molding I replaced.
Or you gonna put it against the wall or something?
It's garbage.
Pero a cualquiera se puede parar en él.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
Carajo, coño.
Give it to me. Give me the piece of wood. Give me the piece of wood. Give me the piece of wood. Give it to me.
Just be careful.
I know.
No lo ver en el piso.
Alexa, shut off for living room light.
Anybody could step on it.
Okay.
I'm not doing that now, but at least it's ready.
Don't do it, but
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to myself about this. Has nothing to do with what we were just talking about.
if you want to be
I've already moved on to another topic.
yeah, if you want to be rude with me.
I'm not being rude. I'm live. I'm live. I'm live. I'm live.
Oh yeah, sure you are.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Talk about rude. I don't know how many more strips I have down there. Oh, I have one right there. What is that one going to? What the fuck? There's an empty one here. Where's this going? Oh, this must be a bad adapter. That's what happened. Tycho, don't stay over here. Oh, shit. This is the adapter that failed. At least to my knowledge, it failed. Good. Everybody's working. That Star Destroyer is gonna be a bitch. But the line goes out from back here. just had the flashlight. I can't imagine what she's doing. I just can't imagine. I really can't imagine. Okay. We have a green light. We have a green light. These two. I hate these little fucking buttons. Okay, that should be off. Good. That's it. It's disconnected. This is gonna be the bitch. Whoa. Should cut these wires down. They're too long. I can't see the color wire. We'll find out if it works or not. Okay, they're in the wrong ones. Okay, there it goes for this one. I'm wondering if this fucking thing, there's no way to take that apart. There's no fucking way. I see the lights on. They're on. Okay, that's connected. Whew. Wow. That was fun. Not really, but it's working. They're all working. Wow, that was crazy. But at least I got the new adapter in there. There's too many fucking wires. Done. What's going on in here? Good morning, Marianne. I've been saying that, Thomas. It's worth quadrillions of dollars. Quadrillions. Helium-3, extracting it from the
The
moon.
Yankees edged the Blue
Alexa,
Jays
stop.
8-3.
Quadrillions. They say it's more than the entire economic status of Earth, all combined right now, the value up there. Absolutely. And the mining of asteroids is much more difficult than it would be just mining from the moon. You're talking... Alexa, how much is the resources worth on the moon?
The moon's resources might be valued at roughly $5 quadrillion, far exceeding the entire world's annual output of about $105 trillion. Are you curious about which specific resources make up that value and how we estimate it?
Yes.
The $5 quadrillion estimate adds up everything we could mine. Billions of tons of regolith packed with oxygen, silicon, aluminum, iron, and titanium. Water ice in permanently shadowed craters for hydrogen and oxygen. It's a beautiful Tuesday morning.
Alexa, stop. Alexa, what is the helium-3 valued on moon?
Lunar helium-3 is thought to amount to about 1 million metric tons, and it's priced at roughly $20 million per kilogram, which
Wow.
puts the moon's He3 stash at around $20 quadrillion
Oh
in
my
total value.
God, 20 quadrillion. And it's 20 million per kilogram? Alexa, is it 20 million per kilogram?
Yep, lunar helium-3 is estimated at about $20 million per kilogram.
Oh my God, just think of bringing a whole bunch of that shit back, what it's worth. A kilogram is worth $20 million. It is a ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. That would wipe out the debt in one trip. Maybe not one trip. But my God, could you imagine that kind of money sitting up there? They're all thinking about it. You know it. 20 million per kilogram. Well, that's helium-3, mad million. It's a rare earth element. But still. Holy shit. That's just hard to even think of. 20 million per kilogram. Could you imagine sending over 5,000, even just 5,000 pounds of that stuff on a SpaceX Starship back? What would that be worth? Even a ton. Just a ton. Alexa, how much would a ton of helium-3 be valued from the moon?
A ton of lunar helium-3 is estimated at about $20 billion, 20 million pounds per kilogram.
Does that sound right? Say that again?
A ton of lunar helium-3 is worth roughly $20 billion, $20
Okay.
million per
20
kilogram.
billion, 20 billion for a ton of it.
Yep, a ton of lunar helium-3 is worth about $20 billion at $20 million per kilogram.
Oh, here we go. I can't rest. I'm going to get off soon because I can't do this when this commotion's going on constantly when I'm live. What is it now?
What did this girl park the car?
Who?
The girl next door.
What do you mean? She just went to work.
Huh?
Margaret just went to work. I just talked to her.
You accuse of me that I'm putting this car over here.
I don't know what you're talking about at all. What car where? What are you talking about?
Her car.
Her car's never down here.
But she was right there next to our car.
Never.
Okay. Is that what you said?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, yes.
Iran opens fire after Trump's devastating blow. Code red alert. That's David Hookstead. Allegedly, they struck a tanker yesterday. I forgot the name of it. Bill in Space Day? Something different for a change, Fringe. And good morning. Alexa, what is the most highly valued resource on the moon per kilogram?
Helium-3 is the
It's
moon's
helium-3.
top value resource, fetching about $20 million per kilogram.
Okay, so it is helium-3 is at the
Want
top.
to know why helium-3 is so valuable for potential fusion energy?
Fusion energy. Yes. Alexa, stop. So there's a lot of money to be made up there, sitting up there. Have a great one, Billy Bob. A lot of money sitting up there. Alexa, on future missions, what is the heaviest cargo capability for SpaceX transportation?
SpaceX's upcoming heavy lift cargo variant, Starship Cargo L, can carry up to about 250 tons of supplies to the lunar surface, making it the biggest payload capacity they've announced for future missions.
Alexa, stop. 250 tons. Holy shit. So 220 billion, what was it? 20 billion times, say, 100 tons would be $200 billion. Holy shit. I wouldn't even go full capacity with it. If it was full capacity, say 200 tons, that would be, if it's 200, $400 billion in one fucking trip. That's almost $500 billion. Oh yeah, it would, but it's going to be a race, Thomas. Everybody's going to want to do it. Please watch Tycho when you open the door wide like that, because the gate is open. Oh my God. I can't.
I know.
Let me go close that gate. Lock the gate. Yeah, all right.
Okay.
Somebody already locked the gate. Was it you?
It's here? I didn't like
No, it's good. Somebody locked the front gate to the driveway. They locked it. So it wasn't you, so it had to be Kendrick. Okay. Because obviously you don't know the answer.
we can't live together.
That would if we could construct a heavy freighter that flies from space station orbiting the Earth, which that would have to be now. We have to do a new space station because this one's going to be bye-bye in 5 years. To the space station orbiting the moon, hauling cargo. That's a lot of money and resources, and it's worth the investment if it can turn around to build those resources, to extract those resources from the moon. It would be worth the money. Potentially, if you could do it safely and transport it back to Earth. It's way worth the investment. There's so much money sitting up there. And I think Elon is going to lead the way for it. Because Elon sees the money value too. And I'm sure there's going to be some profits there for him, no doubt. So that would be the future plan. There's a lot of steps before we start mining on the moon. You got to get all that heavy equipment over there. You have to do a colonization where you have the power to do that with people. You're talking years and years of preparation before that even begins. Years. Again, in my lifetime, I don't see it, but if you're a person, say 25, it definitely could happen in your lifetime. That's just my opinion. It's going to take decades to get that all set up and working properly. Oh my God. Let me go lock this door. All right, I'll do it. That's going to take a long time. Alexa, when is the planned colonization of the moon to take place? 2030s?
NASA's moon colonization plan is staged, not a single date.
Okay.
First crewed landings aim for 2028. Early base construction runs 2029 to 2032, and a permanent outpost is targeted around 2036.
Sure, 10 years from now. All right. And how long before we could actually see
Yep,
mining?
that's roughly 10 years away. NASA's targeting a permanent lunar outpost by 2036.
And how long would it take to mine from the moon?
Lunar mining isn't ready yet. Engineering studies say it could take many years to develop viable robots, power systems, and processing facilities, with commercial operations likely a decade or more away.
Okay, so that's a long fucking time from now.
Yeah, we're talking decades before any real lunar mining happens.
Decades.
The tech
Decades.
challenges alone are massive. You need robots that can handle lunar dust, extreme temperatures, and low gravity, while processing millions of tons of soil just to get small amounts of valuable stuff like helium-3.
Small amounts. We're talking about small amounts. What are we talking?
When we say small amounts, we're talking about things like solar wind gases that make up only about 100 parts per million in the soil, and helium-3 at roughly 10 to 20 parts per billion. Water ice in permanently shadowed crags is just a few % of the regolith's mass, so you'd need to process millions of tons just to get usable kilograms.
Wow! Millions of tons just... Can you repeat that?
Sure thing. Mining helium-3 means handling millions of tons of lunar regolith to pull out just a few kilograms of the isotope.
Wow! That's insane. That's insane.
Right. The scale is absolutely mind boggling. You're basically strip mining an entire lunar landscape just to get enough helium 3 to fill a small container.
Wow. That doesn't even sound like it's worth it.
That's exactly what a lot of experts are saying. The economics just don't add up when you factor in the massive infrastructure costs, transportation, and the sheer scale of processing needed.
Would it be less expensive to extract resources from asteroids?
Asteroid mining can be cheaper on a recurring basis, about 25-30% less than lunar mining. But traditional rocket return drives cost up to $10,000 to $50,000 per kilogram, making initial economics tough. Electromagnetic mass driver concepts could slash launch costs to $1 to 50/kg, dramatically improving viability.
Shit, we might be better off mining asteroids.
Absolutely. Asteroids have some major advantages over lunar mining, especially when you factor in the energy costs and accessibility of materials.
So not so fast on the moon mining.
Exactly. Lunar mining's got way more hurdles than asteroid mining when you really dig into it.
Dun dun. Was that supposed to be funny?
Wait, what was supposed to be funny? I was just agreeing that asteroid mining makes more sense than lunar mining given all the challenges we talked about.
Well, you said digging into the moon. You said digging, so I thought you were trying to be funny.
Oh, yeah, that was totally unintentional. I said dig into it without even thinking about the mining context. Good catch.
Oh boy. It's too early for this. Way too early to have a conversation with that thing. Absolutely way too early. I'm gonna have an argument. They would probably use drones for that. Again, there's too many cons to make sense of it right now. There's just too many cons. It doesn't make sense. Financially, it doesn't make sense. Let me see something. So I'm gonna build 3 models, but I want to see if they have a 4th. They don't have it yet. This is nice, but it's probably so small. Hell yeah, it's 7 inches high. That's not worthy. I'll just stick with the 3 for now. Let me see if they have a Saturn V. They might. cardboard cutout. What the hell is that? Holy shit. Oh yeah. Wow. It's going to cart. I found the Apollo Saturn V, and it stands 32 inches up. 32 inches high. That's it. I got my models. I'm ready to go. 4 rockets. And they're going to go on a shelf right behind me, above my head, but on a shelf going up. 4 rockets going across with spotlights on them. Little mini lights. I've got my 4. The Apollo Saturn V, Artemis 1, Artemis 2, and SpaceX Starship. I've got my 4 models picked. Wow. My cousin. What's my cousin want? And then I gotta buy a shelf. Like those. This one. I'll have to cut it. Yeah, that's a 4-footer. It's the standard size. Okay, add to cart. And the brackets. Hold on, what's the width of this shelf? $13.8. Okay, so now I gotta find the brackets. I just saw them. That's not it. That's it. this the same shelf? It is. Okay, so I'm going to need 2 of these brackets. Perfect. I don't want delivery. Pick up. Very good. Okay, what's going on in you guys? Yeah, there is so much floating up there. Space junk, debris, even as simple as a paint chip. I mean, there's so much junk up there. Oh, it's bad. Whatever else is living up on the dark side, the back side, far side of the moon. You see the alien is gone behind me. No more alien. Alien has moved to there. And like I said, soon behind me, that picture that's up on the wall is going bye-bye. It's going to be hung over there. And I'm going to put a shelf, like, right above the head. Well, not on top of the head, but let me bring the ISO up. So you see where I'm sitting? The shelf would be like going on the wall to like right about here, up. So I can see there's going to be a shelf probably, actually now that I look at it, it's perfect. I'm going to start the shelf where this one ends, same level, coming across. And then I'm going to put those models up here. They are 20 inch, 32 inch, 31 inch, and 28 inch. 4 rockets. Will be on a shelf eventually. It's going to take a while because one is like a Lego style. And it's 1,200 and something pieces. That's going to be a challenge. It's Lego style. It's not a Lego. It's Lego style. I've done one like that before. It was tremendously hard. Because if you mess up one piece, when you're building, I built a 3-foot battleship over there. One piece, if it's wrong, destroys the entire model. Because then the other Lego blocks aren't going to fit properly where they belong, and you can't build the rest of the model. It's that sensitive. You can't mess up. You got to take your time. So that is the Starship one. It's gorgeous. Yeah, right? It's being done somewhere in Hollywood. This is not real. This is staged. They're inside a tank, some kind of a tank right now, in black, and they've got them propped up inside doing all this. You know that. You know that, Diesel. You know that. You know that. I said that earlier, that there's going to be those that would claim it, for sure, that this is fake. No doubt about it. I don't even have a doubt. I mean, for sure. What the fuck? Oh my God, I forgot I shared this picture. Do you want to see what the inside of that model that I just built that's bright up there? Check this out. Look at all the fucking wiring in there. 2 lights going out here for the red. Look at all these lights inside there. Just a saucer. Isn't that crazy? That is nuts. There's one model that I'm going to get, the Artemis 1. I was hoping I had the other one. That's me with the glasses. When I saw the UFO in the pool, I tried to see if I seen it. I couldn't see it. This is the SpaceX. 1,000 something pieces. It can open up. You could build it like this, where it's open, or you could build it where it's closed. That has 1,200 and something pieces. That is going to be hard. But it's 32 inches high. That's going to look nice on a fucking shelf behind me, lit up with the little mini lights. Oh my God. The Artemis 2 is nice, and now I just found the Apollo Saturn 5. Yeah, Diesel, wait till... That's going to take me a while to build that one, because there's just so many pieces. It's Lego style, like I said. Alexa, turn on light. Let me show you the one that gave me a nightmare. I'm going to take a picture of it. It's up on that shelf. I got models on other places. This one was sick. Too bad I can't get up there because it's so up on a shelf. Look at this one. I'm going to send it to myself. Okay. This is 3 feet long, the one I'm going to show you a picture of. Alexa, shut off living room light. 3 feet.
Okay.
3 feet. This thing was pieces everywhere. Oh my God. And I know this one's going to be a nightmare to put together too. But it's fun nightmare. There it is. There's the email. Let's download it. This was tough. That was tough. This was tough to build this thing. Tough, tough, tough. Oh my God, what a nightmare that one was. Ugh. That's 3 feet long. So can you imagine? The Legos are so much more harder. Harvesting seeds, but listening. The Lego style ones, it's not Lego, it's Lego style, are really difficult. That one, I can't remember what class ship that is from where. when I built it. But that, I have a carrier over there too, the Enterprise aircraft carrier with all the planes on it. That one came out nice too. I don't know if I have pictures of it on my phone. Let me check that first because it's lit up on the phone. I don't want to have to plug that in right now. I don't think I have it. No, I gotta put glasses on. I can't see shit. What's up, Marco? Yes, it's similar to Lego pieces. They clip together, yes. But then sometimes you can't clip them. They don't go fit direct. You have to like overlap them. They stick out. It's crazy. It is crazy. I can't even tell you. It's so difficult. Oh shit! No, that's the back. That's funny. I wish I could show you these pictures of when I was building it. I can show you. You won't believe it. What it looks like before it looks like that. The one I just showed you on the screen. North Battleship. That's all it says. North Battleship. They're coming in now. Here it is. I found the carrier lit up. It's over there on the other wall. All right, I got them. At least I should. Yep, they're coming in. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the carrier, the Enterprise. Well, let's just do one at a time because I don't know what the hell I just did. This is what it looks like at the beginning. Look at this. That's the ship. That is the ship. Look at this. Look at all the little pieces. Just think about putting that ship together. Look at all the little pieces. It's not easy. At all. Look. North Battleship. It is difficult. And here's the carrier. Oh shit, that's the wrong one. Hold on. That. I put lights. I drilled the holes in the deck so I could light it up. Look. I put lights in the bridge. Look at that. Look at the light in the back. The runway. Look at that. That is fucking beautiful. That's over there. By my Iron Maiden poster. That came out sweet. Right? Beautiful. But you can't see those because they're over there. Oh yeah, the detail. Doing the planes with all the decals. See them? Painting them. This was a trip to build too. This was a trip. And especially to rig the lights. Because that's obviously not a model built for lights. But I did it. And there's the 3 feet long. That's 3 feet long. The carrier is 2 feet long. It's a lot of tedious work. Yeah, the lights definitely make it. Definitely. But see, the rockets, there's no lights. He's right next to me, Mom. Yeah. See, now, the rockets, I'm just going to build them. No. The rockets, I'm just going to build them. Then I'm going to put these screwed in on the shelf. These mini lights. Right here. These little mini lights. And they can swivel, all that. And I'm going to put the light on the models, on the rockets. That's going to look wicked. Behind me. It's going to look wicked. And it's going to be historic. Apollo, Saturn V, Artemis 1, Artemis 2, and Starship. Could put flashing marker lights on the rocket launcher. That's a good idea. I would have to, what color do you think I should put? My dad used to put together sailing ships. Those are hard to do. The sailing ships are hard to do. The Cuddy Sock was one of them, and that was on our mantle for a long time. Oh, the sailing ships are not easy. Those are not easy models. No. I did one when I was a kid. I don't even know if I would want to do something like that now. There was a time when I was gonna do like big planes and hang them from the ceiling, but I said this is just getting out of control. There's 14 models up there now. Or more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 models on those shelves. 18. Red clearance lights on the launcher tower that flash to warn aircraft. I have red blinking lights. The problem is I would have to do it to a battery tester where I can shut it down because I don't want to run a separate line. I would use one of these. And it has the on-off switch right here. This is the way I would go diesel. I'm not going to bother Tycho. He's out there. He's right on the floor here. I don't want to bother him. He's just enjoying that cool air blowing in and looking outside. He is so spoiled. He's right down there. I'll show you. I have like freaking 25 of these switches. And I've got the batteries. So this right here. It's got the on-off switch here. I would rig this to those lights. And I have blinkers, red blinkers. I could put steady red up or whatever color going. I could put white and then on the top put a flashing red. No, I can. If I could put lights in all these models, that's easy. Trust me, that's easy compared to that. That's a piece of cake compared to that. And I could use these on and off little battery switch things. I got a ton of them and batteries for them. That's when I'm building the model. This is how I test the lights to make sure they're all working before I glue things together. Because then I'm dead. It's over. If I mess up the wiring and it doesn't work, what could you imagine? I'd be in deep trouble. That's how I do the testing. Can't see this. Winter is boring. Yes, that's exactly what I'm getting them for. Winter. I'm not going to build them now. As long as they stay in stock. The first one I'm getting is that SpaceX, because I could see that one selling out. The others, they don't sell like that. People don't buy the Artemis 1, 2 model kits or the Apollo. They're not big sellers, sadly. So, but I got to jump on that. I definitely got to jump on the SpaceX one. For sure. So, exactly. Marianne, exactly. That's something I'll do when the weather's getting colder. There's no more really outdoor activities going on anymore. Because, and Diesel knows this. He's known me for quite some time. I start doing the Christmas decorations on November 1st. Outside. Even sometimes I'll do it in October when it's still kind of warm outside, so I don't get my hands cold. And I don't turn them on until Christmas time. Actually, Thanksgiving I put them on. When a company comes over so they can see the whole house decorated in Christmas. Everything will be Christmas done by Thanksgiving. Everything. Trees, everything. Everything. Outside, that's my main project. But in between, it's model making. So I'm going to buy the models like, one at a time. Put them away. There's no rush. So I got time. The rigging, I wouldn't be able to do. I have no patience. I don't have patience, but yet I find patience to do it. It's forcing me to have patience. It's discipline. It actually is really cool. Because I really take my time. I have to. Otherwise, I'll mess it up. I mean, but that 1,200 and something piece, that's gonna be a challenge. That's the SpaceX. The rockets, I'll put a rocket together in a day. There's nothing to a rocket. There's really nothing to a rocket. Oh, rockets. Those are going to be easy. The SpaceX is going to be hard. And I'm going to do the SpaceX first. Because it's going in the middle. And I'm going to put the Artemis on the outside. The two of them. And then the Saturn V. Or I might just put it in a line. Saturn V, Artemis 1, Artemis 2, and SpaceX. Starship. Kind of like a historical timeline. I tried to find a shuttle that it's upright with the tank. I can't find one that's big. It has to be at least 20 inches or higher. It can't be small. You won't see it. So there's a lot. Shit, I gotta go in a little while. I got a meeting. The weather here is beautiful. It's gorgeous today. Low humidity. It was 57 degrees this morning when I took him out. 57. Oh, lovely. It felt so refreshing. Not sure if the same SpaceX sells a model on this site. That one is actually one that takes off. I saw that. Is that the one for 150 diesel? I looked at that one. That actually has a parachute and everything. If that's the same one. Let me see. Yep. 150, I was right. I saw that one when I was searching last night. I saw that. Uh-huh. That's bad. That's awesome. What have they been out there a couple hours already? Working out there? That almost looks like some kind of a space gun. Look at it from that angle. It looks like a space gun. Right? From that angle, it looks like he's ready to fire. Oh my God. Tycho left. Thank God. There's some nasty. What happened? There's some nasty weather in the country too. I'm gonna stop the feed because I gotta go soon. But I want to check the weather. Because I know there's supposed to be some nasty storms in the center part of the country and maybe down to the southeast. Let's check it. Well, this is offshore. Let's take a look. Excuse me. 70% chance. Oh, look at those storms coming in. Not too bad. Most of it's offshore. So it looks like most of the action's going to be here right now. No, I got a meeting in a few minutes. Yeah, that's where the action is. I'm sure they won't complain. It'd be nice if some of this moisture gets into Oklahoma and Kansas. Really. For real. This is heat. Extreme heat warning. Texas. Heat advisory. There's not much moisture there. This place is under fire, man. With this heat. It's been so bad in this part of the country. Really bad with the heat. look at that high pressure. Jesus Christ. Oh, China's going to get it. Right there, Thursday. Typhoon inbound. Let me check the Pacific. Oh, there's another one to southern Japan. Wow. And another close call for Hawaii. It's just crazy. This is far out, so I don't trust it, but potentially. And that doesn't look right now to be a typhoon. Another one. Damn. These got to be watched for Hawaii. There's two of them. One on the top. Next week. I don't trust the models 5 days out. Let's check out the very, very, very quiet Atlantic. That one falls apart. Telling you, El Nino is causing a lot of weather effects going on. Look at that. Cabo. Yeah, there's nothing in the Atlantic. Let me check out the American. I don't trust the American at all. Not that I trust this model right now, this far out. Very quiet. The bad thing is, it's been so damn dry. And the temperatures have just been freaking insane down here. Absolutely cray-cray. Tomorrow. Look at this. Thursday. Friday. Look at the heat in the center part of the country. Saturday. Looking for that cold air to come down. Sunday. Monday next week. Look at that. Look at that. 107 in Oklahoma City. Oh my God, 109 a week from now. Holy shit, Thursday. Friday. Saturday. We're talking a week and a half away. Here comes the cold air. Here it comes, coming down. Sunday. And there it is. There's the relief. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. But then it builds right back up, but not as bad. Definitely not as bad. And that's a wrap. That's 2 a.m. Hold on. It's not going to let me go further. So 2 weeks before the cooler air finally starts to settle in. That's crazy for these people down in Texas. Have a great one, Marianne. Yeah, the Pacific is hopping. Directed energy weapons. I just think it's a weather pattern. Jet stream, El Nino. But This is crazy heat for 2 more weeks. Oklahoma, parts of Arkansas, Texas, Louisiana. You're in that heat dome. It's just sitting there. Then it's going to eventually push out in 2 weeks. Oh my God. Wow. And the bad thing too is, this is also bad. Going back to that. Where you see these blues, it's dry. The green is moisture. And we know what parts of the country are dealing with drought. See, we've been getting plenty of moisture here, thank God. We ain't got no droughts here. But the West needs the rain badly. There are areas that need rain. Now, there's a little... That's also disorganized. I can't even trust that. Looks like there's a little bit of moisture. Not much. Dry. Dry. Dry in the places, wet in the... It's the pattern. It's been unbelievable. Dry. Dry. Still dry, dry. A week away. Dry. Not up here, but the places that need the rain, it's bad. And I can't trust this model now. It's over a week away. So this does not look good for the places that are dry right now with the drought. There's no relief. Maybe thunderstorms, isolated showers from... We're still in summertime months. I'm talking about significant rain for these areas. I see nothing. Here, I'm overflowing. Matter of fact, it's supposed to be bad on Thursday, but they're starting to say that it might clear up for the night now, for the lunar eclipse. And the test was successful last night. All my equipment is ready to go. I gotta see about Thursday. See, that's bad. It's coming right off the ocean. Moisture. That ocean flow. But there could be... There it is. It's starting to get dry. This is going to be a fucking close call on Thursday night. There's still a lot of moisture, though, offshore. That's so dicey. Look at it. It's so close from here. There's still a lot of moisture being driven up. That's clouds. Doesn't even matter if it rains or not. It's clouds. I need this. Drier air. So I don't know. Might not be good. What? That was yesterday. Yeah. I mean, they officially reported it today, but a tanker was hit off of Oman yesterday. So that's kind of old news. Okay. I'm going to bail now because I've got things I got to take care of. Inside the house, outside the house. Winter is coming. I don't wait. Space jellyfish shows projections for where you should be able to see launches or returning rockets in your area. People have stopped talking. What's going on? I'm still praying for the people in Hawaii. Yeah. Oh my God, the flooding. People have stopped talking about it. The homeowners in Lane are still homeless. It's horrible. It's horrible. That's the thing, sadly, Fringe. People move on to other news and they forget the plight and suffering of people. It's highlighted. I'm sure the mainstream media was covering it when it happened. I doubt they're talking about the aftermath in Hawaii. That's the sad part. Christmas time, soon. I'm already thinking about that too, KJ. But that doesn't happen until I take all my summer stuff, the pool stuff and all the stuff that goes into the shed. Then I rotate. I pull because the Christmas stuff, I already know where it is. There's got to be like 15 crates against the wall on one side of the shed, stacked. I got to pull all that out, put the summer stuff in, and bring the Christmas stuff to the front. That's a job in itself. Getting ready for the Christmas stuff. I don't do Halloween. I'm setting up Christmas lights outside before Halloween. There's no reason to do Halloween here. I do Halloween inside the house. There are no sidewalks here. Plus, you got to go down 120 feet down my driveway to get to the house, which is never happening. What would happen to you and your mom if someone stole your land and home? Yeah, that happens quite sadly often throughout the world, Fringe. They tear it up. This is no longer yours, it's ours. Oh, it's definitely, you have no idea. Diesel will tell you how it's Griswold. It's definitely Griswold for Christmas here. You could see it from space. There's so many lights out there. Thousands. That's why I have to start probably beginning of October. Have a great one, Fringe. Tell Astro I send my love too. Both of you have a great one. We did outdoor Halloween decor. The kids are younger, but since they're older now, begin my Christmas lights starting then. Me too. There's too much work involved. And it takes time. Then I got to sort through lights that are not working, buy replacement bulbs. I have to test them. The railing alone, just this railing outside in the front of the deck, takes about 1,500 lights. Just the railing. About 1,500. It's 300 string lights. 5 of them. That shit adds up quick. Forget about everything else. I don't even want to think about it right now. Let me just enjoy the rest of the summer. Buy like 20 more crates of lights and I'll be good. I have so many lights that I try to rotate the way the house looks every year because I don't want the same look. I try to change it up. It's not for everybody else, it's for me. I do it for me. Because it looks fucking beautiful when you come up to the house and it's all lit up, especially if it's snowing. That whole feel of Christmas time, oh my God. The wood stove's going, the fireplace is going. It just gives you that feeling. I remember when I had the Christmases in Florida, everything was fucking green. I'm like, this just doesn't feel right. It didn't feel right. Didn't have that. I don't know. The atmosphere just didn't. I didn't feel it. I've got inflatables out. I've got inflatables. I don't put them out anymore. It's too much work, and nobody comes down the driveway. If I lived on the main road, I would do all that. Who the fuck is gonna see it? Nobody, unless you come to my house. Who's gonna see it? The lights they can see from the road. Doesn't make sense. I put it on the driveway. There's no way for me to put it that it could be visible. You do? You spend the summer testing and building your light strands? So again, Diesel, you know this for a long time. What I go through for Christmas. So I got to think about that. Like I said, like yesterday I was in the pool. The water's 77. It's time to go down. When it hits 70, that's it. Anything below 70, and 70 is chilly. Anything below 70, pool is done. No more swimming. I'm not swimming in 60-something degree water. You crazy? 70 is pushing it. I use several Lightorama controllers to sync everything up each year. So take some videos, or take a video of that when you do it this year and send it to me. Email it. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see what you do. For sure. Dude, I want to see it. I want to see a video clip this year, if you can. As private as you can do it without exposing, too much. Or I'll just see it privately. I won't share it. But I'd like to see it. Like, it would be crazy for me to do live videos of me building the models because they're just so tedious. I tried to do it the other day when I was working on a model, the light set. That shit was crazy. It is crazy to put these things together. It takes a lot of time and patience. It's not something you want to stream about because it's boring. It'd be good if, like, I take the pictures or do it in stages. Because like I said, there's a lot of work to put all those lights in those models. It's a lot of work. Drilling, all kinds of stuff. I mean, that shit takes time. There's only 2 models there of all of them that were made for lights. Just 2. The rear part of the Millennium and the one all the way up in the corner, the Polar Lights, Strange New Worlds Enterprise. Those are the only 2 out of all those models there that were made for lights. That's it. Everything else, I created a way. That alone is sick. You should try to do the wiring and make them look like that. It's sick. So yeah, it's a lot of work. Like the Enterprise I just built. Do you realize what it's like to put all these fucking decals? I had to drill all those holes for lights. All of it. All of it. It was sick. It was insane. You don't understand how this is crazy. It is, and I had to drill underneath here because sometimes these rods are hollow and I could have stuck the wire right down the tube. Most of the time, I was surprised this one was solid. So I had to make another hole and bring the wiring down this way. But you wouldn't know what it is to put all the lights. Look at, you think there's much room here to put lights? A wire in there? There's no room. It's in there. And then I had to take caulk and caulk this up. It's red. It's showing red because of the light, but it's white. I had to caulk it and then smooth it out with a brush so you wouldn't see the crack here of the space because the wires are in there. It's sick. It is sick. Orange light in the front, blocked off from the white. Red blocked off from the blue. There's a lot of little technical. And I use cardboard. And I cut it out. It's tricky. Challenging, fun. Because you got to think. It's like MacGyver. You got to come up with ideas. How can I do this and get past this? And everything has to come to the hull. All the wires have to come to the hull. And what I do is I'll stretch a wire like from one back section where the wires are to the front section. So now it's all connected to the main line where all the wires meet here. Coming from the other sources, this might go to something in the back where I can't reach it, to the centerpiece. So this wire gets me to where I gotta go to feed the power in the back. So it's like wiring is crazy. No, dude, Diesel. The one that looks like it could be in a movie is this one. There's just no doubt about it. This could be a prop. This one. It looks like a fucking prop. First of all, let me get rid of these. Then I gotta go. Let me get rid of NASA. This isn't the one, but this look came out beautiful. I show this all the time. That's the next. This was made for lights. That's why it looks so beautiful. This was made for lights. One of the only ones. The only one. Other than the Millennium Falcon rear. The engines. That came out beautiful. But my prize that I just connected a new power line to is where the fuck is it? It's here. Where is it? Oh, here. This is the prize. That came out fucking stunning. You just can't see the angle of it on the shelf. This came out fucking stunning. That came out gorgeous. You can't see it because it's facing the other way. Because I like the engines and I can't turn it. It's gorgeous. That's my prize right there. Came out gorgeous. So yeah, it's a lot of work. Anyway, and I gotta see, I may have to boost the power to it because you can see the engines. See the engines? If I turned it more, but I can't turn it more. I can't move all that. If I try to move that, there's so many wires. That could be a disaster. I could fry them. If they contact, it'll blow it. So I gotta just leave it alone. What I got to do is do what you said before I go. I gotta do what you said. I gotta stop plotting that out. I like your idea, bro. I like your idea. I'm definitely stealing it. So like this, when I build this, because this is 32 inches high, I think I'm gonna put white running lights going up on both sides, and then at the top put a red flasher, and solid red maybe here. Solid red here, and it won't be hard, and a red flasher here. So solid red, flashing red, white along the beams there on all four corners, or maybe three, because you won't see the backside anyway. I'll put some white lights. It's gonna take a lot. It might be too much, but it'll illuminate the model. So I would have to put 2 on each level. So that's 6 lights. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42 lights to do just in 3 beams. 42 white lights. Clear lights. This will probably take about 6 reds and 1 blinker. So I gotta get 42 white lights for this. Does that make sense? What happened?
I'm learning Japanese.
Oh God, I gotta go to a meeting in a few minutes.
Dude, I'm taking your Jolly Ranchers.
Take them. Take the whole bag. Take the whole bag. I'll buy more. So I think that would be awesome because it'll illuminate the model. I won't even need lights now that I think about it. And the Artemis, there's nothing I could do with that. Nothing. Just a spotlight on it. That's it. I can't do much to that. There's not much I could do. Not with that one. But the other one, that'll look freaking amazing. And I don't know how many white lights. I'm gonna look. How many lights come in a pack? I just ordered them. Oh. I'm not seeing. Oh, it's a 30 pack, so I would need 2. It's a 30 pack. See it? $9 for 30 of them. So I'm going to need 2 boxes of these lights. That's the lights I use. And you can see all the different colors they have. So 30 pieces is $9. That's not bad. So I need $20 in lights. I have all the other lights. Hey, I would not.
Oh my God.
What happened? Could add white lights to the base, shining upwards.
Very nice. You can be-
But see, that's what I got this for, Diesel.
Look at those lights.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do, but with these lights. Because they have a thing where you can screw them in.
Screw what?
I'm talking to them, See, it has a base where you could screw it down. These little mini lights. And they can tilt. You can tilt them. See how they tilt? So I'm going to put one tilted at the angle, proper angle, to put on the rocket from the bottom upward to light it up with these. I have 6 of these. I already got these.
Yes, they were pretty.
Thank God I got them already. So again, everything will come together in a plan. Yes, I'm gonna shine it up. I don't, and the other, I have 2 Artemis that I'm gonna get. The Apollo Saturn V, and then the Starship one. And like I said, I'm gonna put the shelf. You see this shelf, how it meets the wall? I'm gonna start the other shelf coming across from that point, so it's uniform. Then I'm gonna have the rocket standing up this way behind me. The picture will be gone. What?
I don't know. Can you make that up?
I'll be right there, Mom. I'm getting off. But I may have to put
It looks like
a black background, like a black wallpaper or a black felt something to give it depth behind the shelf, but not soak up the light, reflect the light. Does that make sense? Or maybe not. Maybe I'll get it dull because it'll absorb the light where it doesn't reflect and shine and you won't be able to see the models. So I'm gonna have to get a dull material that can absorb the light in the background and just shine it on the models. That makes sense? So it can't be reflective.
okay.
Exactly. Give it depth. It can't be a glossy finish paper. It's got to be dull. So, yeah, we'll see. I got to think this out. I put that wallpaper up with the planets and all that stuff behind the models. I'm going to have to get a piece for that back wall. Exactly. Exactly. A dark felt that it doesn't reflect the light. It absorbs the light so that the models with the lights look right. Again, see, these are the things, the little tedious things I've got to think of when I'm building that background. We'll see. I got time for that. This is a fall winter project. Like Marianne was talking about. This is when there's not going to be much to do outside. I focus more on indoor stuff. Anyway, Diesel, have a great one. Thank you for letting me know about the NASA thing. Anybody else who may be watching, have a great rest of your afternoon, day, whatever time it is, and maybe see you guys later. But I've got to run. I've got things to do.